Today's video is powered by WOLF ARMOURIES. Today's video marks a milestone because yes, I have yet another new Airsoft retailer. Well, they're not new, but they're new to my channel, who has come on board to supply me with an Airsoft product. Ha! Awesome! So, what makes this one special is that WOLF ARMOURIES, here's a bit of history for you, is kind of part of my legacy, my beginning, because when I started out in Airsoft, WOLF ARMOURIES was the first Airsoft retailer that I ever set foot in, and the first Airsoft proper rifle that I bought years ago was from WOLF ARMOURIES. So it really does warm the cockles of my heart that they are now coming on board as a supplier for my channel. And guess what? It doesn't even stop there. The very first Airsoft gameplay site that I attended was organised by WOLF ARMOURIES, yes, over there at Bunker 51, when I was brand new out of the box. Even before I bought my first rifle from them, I turned up with my own little two-tone SCAR, and yeah, that was about 5 years ago. So, fast forward to today, let's do my very first unboxing for WOLF ARMOURIES. The Tokyo MARUI V10 Ultra Compact. And yet again, people, I don't know what it is about Tokyo MARUI, but their packaging, their boxes are always exquisite. I mean, it's as if I'm opening an expensive box of chocolate. I mean, look at this. Loving the chrome silvery effect that you're getting on the actual image of the pistol and the lettering right there. But that's not all. This bad boy actually has some official licensing from Novak. Nice. Let's get it open. Oh, take a look at this baby. Again, you really can't fault Tokyo MARUI when it comes to their presentation and their packaging. Look at this. So before we get to the V10 Ultra Compact itself, let's see what goodies you get with this particular model. So, as always with Tokyo MARUI pistols, the ones that are not of the Resident Evil variety, they tend to put your polystyrene sort of protection on the lid, within the lid, but behind it you will find all your extras. Now I would suggest, oh, there seems to be more in here than I actually expected. Ha, hold on. Nice, they sent me a few WOLF ARMOURIES patches. I'm gonna keep one for myself. I'll give the rest away and I'll let you know how you can grab yourself one of these some point during the video or near the end. You gotta love Tokyo MARUI. So in the box is that. Yeah, don't know what that's saying, but it looks cool. What else have we got? As always, you've got all your instructions, very minimal English language on there. Again, predominantly in Japanese, and I bet you somewhere in there they give you a couple of sheets of paper targets. That's what they normally do, but yeah, cool. Ha! So what else do you get? Of course, you get a beautifully chromy silvery metal mag. You also get a mounting plate for an RMR style sight. Yes, you can put an RMR style sight on this by removing your rear sight. More information about that in the video description. And I'm guessing somewhere down there, let me just move this out of the way. Yep, there you go. There's a cleaning and unjamming rod. Again, there's your mounting plate for your micro RMR style sight. But look, there's a box underneath that. Oh, look how this opens. Cool. Put that there. Here we go. Yes, as I expected, a little baggie of Tokyo Marui BBs, your barrel plug, and a couple of dry firing inserts. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the mag. So as mentioned, it's a full metal mag. It's nice and slimline, as I would expect it to be, because it is, of course, based on a 1911, a compact one. It takes 22 rounds, and right on the base is where you fill your gas. And, you know, there is something different about this particular Tokyo Marui. You already know my complaints about Tokyo Marui because of what it's made out of predominantly. But I'm led to believe there is something different about this particular model, and we'll get into that imminently. But first, let me complete that picture. Would you look at this little bad boy? So let's take a look around this lovely piece. Let me show you first of all that it is, of course, hop-up adjustable, so we can now get rid of this. So let's start, as always, at the rear of the pistol. So you've got some nice serrations right there, gives you a nice grip. Apart from that, you have your safety beaver tail. Nice beaver. Where the actual hammer of the pistol sits in there nicely when fully cocked. Which brings me nicely to your skeletonized and a nice little grippy sectioned hammer. And as I would come to expect, you've got your half cock feature and your full cock feature. And let me bring you right back to the grip. Look at the ergonomics on this. Absolutely stunning. Nice wraparound effect. And what I love about this grip, apart from your nice grippy panels that you've got there, it is actually a nice, comfortable, deluxe feeling rubberized portion of the grip. So it's not just a plastic grip going around there, it really feels like rubber. And as we're talking about materials and what things are made out of, I might as well tell you right now, you know it's a Tokyo Marui, so you know what I'm going to say about the slide and the lower frame right here. Despite the fact that they've done an absolutely gorgeous job on the finish here, you know what that's made out of, and you know what that's made out of. However, your trigger with its nice gripped front is metal. Your mag release, metal. Your slide catch and release, metal. Your thumb safety, metal. Your hammer, metal. The beaver tail, metal. And beneath your grip safety beaver tail, right here, that too is metal. But your metalness doesn't stop there. And that brings me nicely to your officially licensed Novak sight. I mean, look right there, if you look closely, just like the real thing. In fact, I don't know why I'm saying just like the real thing, because technically this is the real thing. This is licensed by Novak, and this is a Novak sight. You can see the trades on there. Don't know if you can just pick that up on there. Well, that too is metal. Now, as we proceed along this gorgeous V10 Ultra Compact, you get to your rear serrations on the slide. That, as always, makes it easier to rack this bad boy. Right, so let me bring this in really close to the camera lens so you can appreciate not only the markings and the trades and everything, but look at the finish on that. It's almost like a sparkly granite finish. And another cool thing, I don't know if it's going to be difficult to pick this up on camera, but when you look at this, I believe it's like the real version as well. You've got this section here. Now, if you look at that, at a first glance, it all looks the same sort of color scheme and the same sort of finish, but it isn't. If I hold it at this angle, you might just be able to appreciate the difference between beneath here. So right here, going all the way around the trigger guard, all of that is actually a different finish to the actual side panels of the pistol on the slide and even on the side of the lower. It's a very nice smooth deluxe finish on the sides, but on the bottom right here that I just showed you, it's very grippy and rough, almost like it's sandblasted. How they managed to replicate that when it's not even metal is amazing. It's almost like it's some sort of sandblasting on here, to the point where, let's see if this will work, if I rub my gloves on there, it may even just take some lint off my gloves. I don't know if you've just seen that there. There, look. You see that? It literally feels like fine sandpaper. And here, look, the same again applies to the top of the slide. And guess what? That's just like the real thing. So we've already looked at your markings there, and as you can see, it's got that sort of etched in, there you go, it's not printed on. Etched in markings. You've got your caliber there, of course, it's the V10 Ultra Compact. But now, let me show you the business end. Would you look at the size of that outer barrel? Ha! And then look down the bottom there as well. Absolutely love how they have finished this and the detail that they have gone into. Take a look at the top. Right there, you have your ported outer barrel, just like its real counterpart. And what I love as well, yes, and that takes me nicely to the other side. Look at what it says. So apart from your usual that you would find on the real version, so you got your SA-45 Auto. So SA being the Springfield Armory, but then look at what it says beneath. Danger, exhaust ports, read manual. Now as we move along, we get to more markings. Oh, by the way, there's your takedown button, and yes, that too is metal. But yeah, you've got these markings here, which obviously refers to the Airsoft version, which is Tokyo Marui. But then you've got a nice little serial number down there. However, when we move along to here, again, we get to what you would find on the real version. And if you look closely on the trigger guard, you can see one or two other little subtle markings on there. And then again, of course, you've got that very beautiful, although it's the Tokyo Marui sort of emblem, logo or badge, it does look good. Of course, on the real version, it would refer to the grips. Nice. Oh, and your screws are metal too. Ha! It's like I'm fighting to find all the metal I can on this bad boy. But anyway, as we come back to here again, lovely cutouts, once again showing you those ports. But look, there's your front sight. That isn't metal, but who cares? Awesome. Now, as it is there, you can't put it into safe by just trying to shove it up like that. What you have to do is do your half cock, and then it can go into full safe mode. And for those of you who are already familiar with this sort of platform, you know, with your grip safety, you already know that even without the thumb safety engaged in this state, technically it's already in safe, because if you don't press down on that grip safety, this bad boy will not fire. Right, so mag out, bring the slide back so that that little notch there lines up with that notch right there. That'll do. And then you push on your takedown button, and that will enable you to pull this out, and your slide should come right off. And would you take a look at the internals on this slide? And if you look closely right there, you can see your hop-up adjustment just there. Let me just take out the spring and its guide rod. And let me just show you something I was kind of referring to earlier. On the guide rod, you've got that rubber ring there, a buffer, which in my eyes and in my mind should cushion things a bit, which will enable you, now hear this, there's a disclaimer here, enable you, as well as other little improvements, to use green gas in this, but still recommend you use a lower powered gas than green gas. Although, if you look around the internet, or the interweb, like I like to call it, even some retailers are saying you can go ahead and use the lower power and green gas. But just so that I don't get any complaints of broken pistols in the future, stick with the lower powered type. Yeah, your 134s if it's legal in your country, or the 144As, or you've even got like the Nuprol 1.0. Yeah, Nuprol 1.0. They're the slightly lower powered ones from green gas. But yeah, all these sorts of added improvements and your metal reinforcements on the side there and there kind of makes me feel like you might be able to get away with using green gas once in a while. Let me just show you the lower frame. And as you can see, that also has metal internals. Okay, we're good. Let's get ready to take it to the range. Okay, so I've got the BBs in. Now, just for you and for your benefit only, I'm going to test it with the lower powered gas, and then I'll try green gas, just to see the difference in the FPS and performance and how it sounds. Just for you. So, the lower powered gas first. So remember people, this is the lower powered 144A gas. It's a Tokyo Marui. You're probably going to get about 220 to 230. Yeah. Didn't register. There you go. There you go. Let me just empty this mag and see if I can finish up the gas. I'll put in some green gas and see what results we get then. So, I tell you what, I'll take this opportunity to show you this bad boy in all its glory when I pull the trigger. Now, I hope you can appreciate how much of a hard kick this little airsoft pistol generates. Look how it is rocking my hand. Okay, so the lower powered gas has run out, so I was able to get a comfortable 2 mags worth of BBs before I have to refill. And now, of course, I'm using the more powerful green gas just for test purposes. So, let's see what we get with green gas. 271.9, come on! So yeah, do remember this, and I'm talking more to the newer ones in the airsoft hobby or sport. FPS, and I'm not just saying this because it's a Tokyo Marui, okay, or I'm trying to please anyone. You know how honest I like to be. FPS isn't everything. You can get a lower quality airsoft pistol that shoots at about 330 upwards, even 350 FPS. And this little bad boy with its paltry little 270 FPS could still outgun it. Because it's all about the internals, it's all about the accuracy, it's all about quality. Come on now! Would you look at that? Now, I'm going to start with this one first. Normally I start with the higher ones, but look. Okay, that shot was right there. Then there was that shot. Then there was that shot. And then look, that has hit that X right there. It's so close to the center. Do you know what? I'm going to claim... Perfect, perfect, perfect. So back up here where we started, and look at the results there. Now you may be thinking, come on, it's all over the place, but please, if you knew how small this target was, take into consideration my distance, that's decent, because if this was like a bigger target system, all of these shots would be in that center circle. So what are my initial thoughts? Well, the build quality is beautiful. It is a solid little piece. Despite the fact of what this is made out of, it's got plenty of metal elements. Again, huge thanks to WOLF Armouries for sending me this little bad boy. If you like what you see, hit that video description where you will see a direct link to this product, and there'll be a separate link to their overall website. Thanks for watching, and catch me next time on the Airsoft Mike YouTube channel. And again, yes, I know, I would have loved it if this could have been metal, but it's something to do with Japanese laws. But yeah, gorgeous.